I've got this Headless Conversion 9-string guitar that turned out relatively successful. But anyone who's played 7 or 8, let alone 9-string guitars, knows there are still some gripes to be had on top of a heavy headstock. Like maybe keeping every string under control? The bridge is so wide at this point, it takes a lot of effort to mute particularly the heavier low strings by hand. And although a fret wrap is a godsend, you don't have those open strings anymore with it. Don't get me wrong, I love the stupid low extra 3 strings, but being so massive, it's easy for them to overpower the others, even when barely moving, chiming in when you don't want them to. So that's when I got the idea of possibly turning them off, via switching to a neck pickup, which gives a warmer, more pleasant tone to the higher strings anyway, that would be too short to catch those bass strings. And by short I mean a regular 6-string humbucker. While messing around with minor modifications for this video, let's throw in something else I've always wanted to test, giving each pickup its own output. This is coming from Said Too Much. First, I'm gonna admit I no longer like the shutter shade control cavity look anymore, so I'm breaking it off. This means I only have one volume knob for now that I'm giving to the 9-string bridge pickup, but a pickup selector switch might benefit us to be installed later somewhere too. Switching pickups will mean choosing between 2 outputs from a breakout sleeve tip adapter I found on Amazon. If you're unaware, most guitar output jacks are stereo, with the second channel just being used as another means to ground everything. So the wiring was actually pretty simple after swapping the dwarfed regular humbucker in and connecting it straight to the output jack. I stole the foam from the old pickup and shimmed it a little to get a good height, and decided to put some copper tape across the poles because I thought it looked cool. No, it's not doing anything, just looks cool. Some more copper tape was used to shield the one volume pot, and the output jack area is just gonna have to stay exposed while we head over for a test demo already. Figuring out how to record from 2 instrument cables at the same time on my Line 6 Helix interface was a little tricky, but it's more than doable and looking promising. So what do y'all think? Are you extended range guitar haters willing to give things a second thought? Should I just stop being lazy and practice physically muting strings better? Although we got some pretty decent tones out of the stereo setup, in actuality, I think I may have preferred the bridge pickup only picking up the bass strings, and having a blend knob maybe give us combinations of the full range, as well as having both the bass and treble sides soloed. But I wasn't fully willing to give up the tone I actually really like out of the custom Cephas 10s for what I assumed would be a pretty harsh sound from the ceramic pickups I had laying around. In this case, being wired directly to the output made it a little brighter too, I think, bypassing slight resistance from any knob controls. The cool thing about all this too is that if you took out the splitter and plugged the instrument cable directly to the output, the neck pickup would go to ground and you'd be left with my preferred 9-string bridge pickup soloed anyway. So to slap me out of my laziness, let me know of any particular pickup configurations that might be buzzing in your head after processing all this. Maybe bass pickups, or different stereo, or even multi-channel options that people have already tried I may have overlooked? If any mod project on this channel taught us the benefits of taking full risks, it'd probably be the very first mod on this instrument. For now though, enough said. For early video access, raw instrument tracks, and more exclusives, find our community on Patreon and consider adding your support.
Said too much.